What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stim Ace here. Hope everybody's having a phenomenal week thus far. If you guys haven't tuned into my Instagram yesterday, by the way, follow me on Instagram at HiStimAce. I'm always dropping really interesting content on there, news, previews, and some content that I'm not even putting here on YouTube, so definitely check me out on Instagram. But if you guys haven't tuned in, yesterday I made an announcement that I was going to be dropping a review for a highly illicit pre-workout. That's right, guys. And you know that when Ace tells you there is a highly illicit pre-workout being reviewed, you know I'm not blowing smoke. There's no fluff here whatsoever. It takes a lot to get HiStim Ace excited and to refer to something as an illicit underground pre-workout experience. So what we have today is something really special which does fall into this category. I reviewed the previous version, which did come in the capsule format about 2 months ago, but this right here is a reformulated, retweaked, reimagined kind of version. This right here is Oxymelt pre-workout. That's right, guys. I know you've heard the name Oxymelt before, because if you guys have been watching this channel and checking out all my reviews, you know that a couple of months ago, maybe 2.5 months ago, I reviewed these capsules right over here, also titled Oxymelt. So there might be a little bit of confusion. People are going to say, how come there is an Oxymelt capsule format and an Oxymelt powder format? Is it the same thing? Is it different? So I'm here to tell you that yes, they are indeed very different products. The label's different. Not that labels matter, because I think when it comes to these kinds of products, you can't really put a lot of faith in the labels. This is an underground kind of experience, a bathtub formula, if you will, a garage concoction. But I reviewed these capsules about 2.5 months ago, gave it a very favorable review. It wasn't what I expected. I thought it was going to be a very intense, over-the-top kind of experience. It ended up being a little bit more on the mellow side, but providing a good mood elevation, a nice nootropic feel, a slight head buzz, and energy that carried me throughout the day for, heck, 8 to 10 hours. It was a really good product, but I was surprised when I received the package in the mail from KJ Labs, and I got this bad boy right here, this Oxymelt. And this actually is a pre-workout. It says pre-workout right over here. So this isn't marketed as a fat burner, which the caps were marketed as a fat burner. Something you pop daily, maybe with a morning cup of coffee, and it's going to help suppress your appetite and give you a little bit of energy. You guys know what fat burners are. If you watch my videos, you know what fat burners are. But this right here is a different beast entirely, and it may have the same graphic, the same logo, but the label on this is different. Not that I really put a lot of stake in labels, but the label is different, and the experience, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, the experience is entirely different. Ran this one 8, 9, maybe even 10 times at this point. Ran it at the suggested serving size. Ran it as a daily morning fat burner. Ran it as a pre-workout. Paired it with a pump product. Ran it on its own. I've experimented. I've taken all the guesswork out of this for you guys. Stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you my entire experience with this, so you guys can make informed decisions whether you want to purchase this product or not. Before I get into the label and telling you my experience and breaking everything down, don't forget to drop that like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, comment down below, and share the video with a fellow gym enthusiast or a HiStim pre-workout user. So the flavor we have here is Tiger's Blood, and as far as I'm aware, it's the only flavor that's available. It's not bad, it's not great, but it goes down easy. There's no issues. You're gonna feel maybe a little bit of that burn, kind of like Grains of Paradise, Synephrine. I don't know if those ingredients are in here or not. If I'm being honest, I haven't even really delved into the label. I'm about to do it for the first time. I do know that this label is different than the capsule format. I just compared them very quickly to make sure that they are indeed different labels, but I haven't actually sat here and read through the label, so I'm going to be doing this for the first time. I judge a product based on its merit, how it works in the real world. What are the real world effects? Labels don't matter, guys. Labels are just there for fun. So it's a very tiny scoop. It's a surprisingly small scoop. If you guys have ever taken any Insane Labs products, Psychotic or Psychotic Saw Edition, or their fat burners, Insane Cuts, any of that stuff, it's very reminiscent of those scoop sizes. It's going to yield about 4 to 5 grams, and the serving size is actually 5 grams, so it makes sense. 30 servings per container, which is great value for money. You don't really get that in this day and age, but people are gonna, I know you guys are Stim Junkies. You watch HiStim Ace. You're Stim Junkies, right? You guys are gonna look at the little scoop and say, oh, I can take a scoop and a half. I could take 2 scoops. That's a baby scoop. What is 5 grams gonna do to me? Hold that thought, guys, because this little 5 gram scoop packs a punch. and you don't want to mess with it because this is a product that is going to have you on your ass if you're not careful. So I'm going to tell you my experience running this product. Before I do though, let's get to this label. So there's a couple of miscellaneous vitamins in here. You got vitamin C, vitamin D, B3, B5, B6, B12, and magnesium. Okay, so I'm going to skip through those. We start with citrulline dimalate, 2,000 milligrams, L-citrulline at 1,500 milligrams, acetyl L-carnitine, 500 milligrams, and acetyl L-tyrosine, 250 milligrams, caffeine anhydrous, 175 milligrams, taurine at 175, L-theanine at 50 milligrams, green tea, 98% extract, 30 milligrams, synephrine HCl, 25 milligrams. Okay, so it makes sense because you do feel a little bit of that burn going down. So that I said it's either grains of paradise or synephrine or bioperine. It's got to be one of those three when you feel the burn going down. So yeah, synephrine, that makes sense. Hordenine HCl, 25 milligrams, and phentyl dimethylamine citrate, also known as aragirenesis, 25 milligrams. Okay, so when you guys question me and you say, Ace, how come you don't really treat labels with respect? How come you say labels are just labels and it doesn't matter? This is exactly why, guys. 25 milligrams of aragirenesis? Come on now. Pro-GBB 20 milligrams, halostachin HCl, and theobromine HCl both at 15 milligrams each, grapeseed extract 10 milligrams, methylsynephrine HCl 6.25 milligrams, gamma butobetane ethyl ester, oh, that's a mouthful, 6.25 milligrams, and methyltheramine HCl 2.5 milligrams, Nuringen 2.5 milligrams, yohimbine HCl 1 milligram, and alpha-yo 0.5 milligrams. As I mentioned earlier, this isn't a typical fat burner. It's actually marketed as a pre-workout, and I don't know if that was intentional or not. But with this right here, the one scoop, the 5-gram scoop, is all you need. If you want to run this as a pre-workout, just take the 5-gram scoop and get yourself to the gym. You're going to start feeling this within 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes if you're a bigger guy like me. The first thing you're going to see, or rather feel, is the eyes widening. You're going to feel some sort of sensation right over here on the side of your eyes. Your eyes are going to widen and you're going to be wired. If there's one word to take away from this entire review, it is wired. This thing is going to get you wired, guys. There's no other way to describe it. You're going to feel such an alertness, and it's going to provide you with a speedy effect. If any of you guys have ever tried an ECA stack, then you know what I'm talking about. In general, if you ever take DMAA, DMHA product, but specifically products that focus on that sense of urgency, this is one such product because you're going to get a little bit of a nootropic sense from it. You're going to feel good, but you're going to feel wired and you're going to want to get things done. You can't take this pre-workout and just sit on your rear end and do nothing. It's not going to work. I would not recommend taking the full dose if you guys are working sedentary jobs, if you're sitting in an office or making phone calls and that's the kind of work you do. I would not recommend taking a full dose of this product because you're not going to be able to sit. It doesn't really get you jittery, which is a good thing, I think, because of the lower caffeine content. So even though I can handle a lot of stimulants, sometimes if I take a little bit too much caffeine first thing in the morning, if I wake up and I take like 400 or 500 milligrams of caffeine first thing in the morning, I'm going to get insanely jittery. And that's why I have issues with certain fat burners that have 350, 400 milligrams of caffeine in there, because usually you take a fat burner first thing in the morning. And if I'm getting hopped up on caffeine right when I wake up, before I have any food in my system, it's a negative experience for me. So this right here doesn't have that much caffeine, so you're not going to get too jittery. You're not going to get the heart palpitation, the shortness of breath, the cold sweats, none of that stuff. So right off the bat, this already has an advantage over Smash AMF, where I don't have to pair this with an L-theanine. I don't have to pair this with a product like Bloodsport to help the blood oxidation. I don't have to pair this with L-citrulline. I could take this on its own, and it's going to give me that speedy effect, the sense of urgency to get things done ASAP in the most efficient, best possible manner, but I'm not going to get the negatives that come with it, and that's a big plus in my book. So you're getting 30 genuine servings in here. I could take the 5-gram scoop, and you're going to be wired. I'm telling you guys, you're going to be wired for like 10 hours. I literally took this in the morning. Right now it's about 6:30 p.m. I took this product maybe 7:40. I could still feel it. And granted, I'm not wired the way I was throughout the day today. And thank God I took it today, because I had a lot of things I had to take care of today, not just at work, but personal things I was dealing with, phone calls, things for my side business. I had my hands full the entire day today. And I actually took the full 5 gram dose first thing in the morning. So I'm a little crazy sometimes, guys, but you know that. You watch High Stim Ace, you know what kind of person I am. I took the 5 gram dose today as a fat burner, or rather to be utilized as a fat burner would. And I didn't have a morning cup of coffee with it. I had a coffee maybe 2 hours later when I got to work. But this thing had me on a mission. I was on top of my things today, and it really does make you super calculated and be aware of every little thing going on. You can't take this and slack off. There's no way you could take this full 5 gram dose and then just chill and cruise through the day. It's not going to happen, guys. You're going to be on top of it, and you're going to be the very best version of yourself. And for that, I really, really like it. You know, they have these kind of products that help you with cognition and focus. There is the Adirex capsules, which I recently got from High Tech Pharma. Gonna be reviewing those in the future too. But I'm telling you guys, this right here, this powder, this pre-workout powder is comparable to the best of them. If you're just looking for crazy focus, but also that comes with energy and a drive to do whatever it is that you got to do, you found your product. This is it right here, guys. This is something that's going to get that focus and that sense of urgency on the next level. So can it be used as a pre-workout? Well, obviously it can be used as a pre-workout. This is marketed as a pre-workout. Again, I don't know if that was the intended purpose or if it was a misprint, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter. This thing is going to have you so freaking wired that you're not going to want to stop pushing those weights. It's crazy. That's why I'm saying there has to be something in here extra. Whatever it is, whatever UK Labs has in their stuff or Excelsior has, you know, this is that kind of product. This is an underground pre-workout with something that's not on label in here, because there's no way that this label that I read for you guys is responsible for this kind of stimulatory effect. It can't happen. It can't be. So you can definitely take this as a pre-workout. I would recommend pairing a pump product with it. And man, you guys are going to have an amazing pre-workout. You can even take something like a Polynutrition Bare Knuckle, which has beta-alanine in there, because this does not have beta-alanine, so you're not going to have the tingles. And I've tried it, and it works really, really well. So 1 scoop of this, 1 scoop of a Polynutrition Bare Knuckle, it works really, really well together. But really, you can pair this with anything. I've paired this with Panda Pump. I've paired it with Blood Sport from Apollo Nutrition. I've paired it with Blood Bath from Insane Labs. So I've really dabbled with multiple different pump products to use this as a pre-workout, and it works well. Really, really well. Now, when it comes to using this as a fat burner, if you guys do want that sense of urgency, a little bit of that nootropic sense, and just focus, if you guys have a long, busy work day ahead and you really want something to help you concentrate and get through the day in the best, most efficient manner possible, I would recommend starting with half a scoop. So bring it down to 2.5 grams and see how that affects you. You're going to start feeling it within, like I said, 15 to 25 minutes, depending on your size, on your height. But it really, it builds. It's going to build gradually throughout the day, but it never gets to the point where it's too much to handle, where you're tripping and you're anxious and you're nervous. It doesn't get to that point. It climbs gradually throughout the day, but it stays in a place that's very manageable, but also you know that the product is working. You know you're on something, because you won't normally feel this way. The focus is the star of the show. The sense of urgency is prominent, and you're going to want to get things done. You're not going to want to stop. So it provides a crazy speedy effect. I'm sure it does boost your metabolism a little bit as well, because you're going to be moving and sweating just from being in a constant state of movement. You're not going to want to stop. So ultimately, guys, I am very, very happy with this. It's a very different product than the capsules, so I wouldn't compare the two. Go back, watch my review of the capsules, and if you guys are looking for something to provide that speedy effect, then look no further than Oxymelt from KJ Labs. I personally like this more than Smash AMF. I'm not going to come on here and say that it is an objectively better product. For me personally, I think it is a better product. I like this more than Smash AMF, but some people may disagree with me. I think this thing is a hitter, and you stim heads, you're going to like this one. You're going to like it a lot. You can pick up this incredible pre-workout over at NutriCartel.com using my discount code ACE15. You can also get this directly from the KJ Labs website. I do have a discount code as well. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it's going to save you a couple of dollars and help support this channel. So I'm going to link both websites down below. I'm going to pin the comment. You can get it from NutriCartel or you can get it directly from KJ Labs. Either way, it doesn't matter. I got discount codes for both. So go down, pick up this product. I don't know if they're planning on reformulating this anytime soon. I don't think they will, but you never know. So with this, guys, you're getting 30 servings, 30 genuine servings, and it's going to last you a long time. If you're running this as a fat burner 2-3 times a week, take half a scoop, build up to 3/4. And if you're crazy like me, do the full scoop, but don't do it first thing. Build up to it because this is a crazy product and it really will stay with you for like 8 to 12 hours. This thing is crazy, guys. This is next level. It's a highly illicit pre-workout / fat burner, whatever you end up using it for. You guys are going to like it. You're going to thank Ace because this is a really, really special product. Thank you so much to KJ Labs for sending out this product. I appreciate it. But no matter what, you guys know that my integrity is never compromised and I will always give it to you straight, 100% objective and unsponsored, no matter what. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video review and you enjoy this type of content, high stim pre-workout reviews, supplement reviews coming from the ultimate stim head himself, don't forget to like the video, share the video, comment down below to help get me into the algorithm, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and click the little bell notification to get all of High Stim Ace's latest updates. I'm going to be reviewing the new Kilo Labs Hybrid next. I've ran it a couple of times so far, but I really want to get a feel for it. So Kilo Labs Hybrid, the new reformulated version, is going to be in the next review. Stay tuned. I love all of you guys. Till next time, High Stim Ace, signing off.